Today, the bell tolls on American Bandstand. From Hollywood, it's time for America's favorite dance party, American Bandstand. This portion brought to you by mid-hour show, Dick Clark!
Charlie, very much. Oh. Thank you. It's nice to be with you. We have kind of an interesting Saturday lined up for you today on American Bandstand. We'll be calling Alaska a little bit later on to talk to one of the hit makers there. On the hotline, some lucky gal will be talking to James Darren of Time Tunnel fame. Our special guests of the day are the fantastic Mojo men, 3 men and a girl, as a matter of fact. And Jimmy Castor will be here with Hey, Leroy. And have I forgotten anything?
You did that. Would you do that again?
Hey, Leroy.
That's beautiful. Yes, we have a big dance contest coming up today. We'll be looking for 2 more semifinalists with some great prizes, Magnavox, color TVs, all kinds of groovy things. We'll be back in just a moment.
Miss Brenda Lee.
If you don't want me, baby, if you're not satisfied, you don't care, get on your horse and ride, ride, ride. Since you got on your high horse, those fancy friends you found, you have a hard time seeing me, you're always looking down. If you don't want me, baby, if you're not satisfied, if you don't care, get on your horse and ride, ride, You talk about me, honey. You try to tear me down, but while you're throwing dirt at me, you're slowly losing ground. If you don't want me, baby, if you're not satisfied, you don't care, get on your horse and ride, ride, ride. I'll have your second fiddle return to you today, 'cause baby, that's one instrument I've never learned to play. If you don't want me, baby, if you're not satisfied, if you don't care, get on your horse and ride, 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 ride.
Miss Brenda Lee with Ride, Ride. Who do we have here on the hotline?
Hi, Dick. This is James Darren.
Jim, would you ask or answer, I should say, a couple of questions for us?
Sure.
How does your Time Tunnel series look these days?
It looks pretty good. A lot of work, but I think it's all worthwhile. The shows seem to be coming off pretty good.
Let me introduce a gal we have here. May I have your name and age?
Darnella Roberts, 14.
All right, Darnella, would you go with question number 1?
Do you enjoy doing the time tunnel?
Yeah, very much, because unlike other series, it's we go into a different thing each week. One week it's a Civil War, one week it's Billy the Kid or whatever, and it's great because we're not working on the same sets every day, and there are constant changes.
Question number 2.
Do you prefer acting rather than singing?
I don't really prefer it to singing. I prefer it to nightclub work. I really dig singing. I don't think I have more fun than when I go in to make a record. But I think I like them about the same, singing and acting. It's just that if I could if I could just make records without having to play clubs, it would be great.
Last question, Jim.
What do you like to do when you have spare time?
Doing a TV series. Gee, you don't have too much spare time, unfortunately. But on the weekends, what I do usually is take my motorcycle out to the desert and do some hill climbing or something like that.
James, speaking of time, we're short of it. Thank you ever so much for joining us. The latest from James Darren.
All the words I can recall could never capture all the loveliness of you. All the promise you that all my life I'll give my all. No task will be too small, and nothing be above me if you love me. That all my life I'll give my all. No task will be too small, and nothing be above me. If you love me, I will give my
And now here's a happy hint on how to take it easy with a fun-filled flavor and lighthearted lift of Dr. Pepper.
Thank you, Charlie. You know, somebody was telling me after last week's swing dance concert, they were in their 30s, they said, that's the way I used to dance. I remember that. Only in those days it was called something else. The dance contest comes up in the second half hour of American Bandstand. Right now, let's check the top 10. In the number 10 situation, we have Wild Thing, preceded by Bob Crewe in number 9, the Rolling Stones, Peter and Gordon, Spider Turner, the number 5 song by Keith. Tom Jones is number 4, the Seekers hold 3, number 2 song by the Supremes, and this is the number 1 tune.
kind of a drag when your baby don't love you. Kind of a drag when you know she's been untrue. Feel like you wanna cry. Oh, girl, even though you made me feel I still love you. I'll always love you. Anyway.
The Buckinghams here on AB 67 with Kind of a Drag. By way of explanation, the dance contest continues today. We'll select 2 more couples. We'll select 2 more couples next week. And then you'll pick the final winner after seeing them. Okay?
Two can make that dream so real. One can talk about being in love. Two can say how it really feels. One can worship on a star. Two can make that wish come true, yeah. One can stand alone.
That's a pretty good duet. That's Kim Weston and Marvin Gaye. Takes two. Now, pay attention as a couple of pretty girls demonstrate how much better you look when you wear sweaters washed in woolite. Watch. Vivica, you've already started. Would you come over here and give me your name and age, please?
Vivica Roberts, 16.
You're not really worried about this simple thing. You just add two figures together, divide by 2, you get the average. May I have your name and age?
Robbie Hart, 15.
Thank you.
Sherman Coleman, 16.
Rate the record somewhere between 35 and 98, if you will, all right? Be very frank, very honest. If you like it, fine. If you don't, fine. Try and give us a reason for your rating, if you will, all right? Now, let's see if I make sure I get everything right the first time here. Okay. Vivica, would you put this one up? We'll see what our judges think of it by the Poor Boys. It's called Give.
Once upon a time, I met a girl, none more beautiful in all the world. To me, she was so kind, and she was mine. We spent that summer lost in love, the ground below, the sky above. I couldn't wait to make her mine, to have to hold all of the time. She was a fine, fine, fine little girl. Give me love. Come to me. Girl, give me love. Then one day I met someone new. We talked. I told her Jeannie and I were through. We walked, and on the way I heard her cry. I turned around, and there was Jean. She said I'd die. Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean. She came at me, and she had a knife. I pushed her, and she fell on it. I didn't mean to take her life. And on the ground, there she lay, dust to dust, ashes to clay. And as she died, I began to see she took the breath of life from me. She was a fine, fine, fine little girl. Give me love. Come to me. Girl, give me love. And I still love her.
That's the Poor Boys with lots of E's in it. The song is called Give. Robbie, how did you rate the record?
A 45, because I didn't like the sound of it too much.
You give it a 35. You want to change it to a 45?
Yeah,
You're going to raise it 10 points?
yeah.
All right, that'll make our average a little different. She's going to give it a 45, so keep that in mind. Sherman, how did you rate the record?
Oh, I don't like it because you can't dance to it. I don't like the sound, so I give it a 35.
A 35 makes the average what we had planned then, my dear. He gave it a 35. She gave it a 45. That makes it, what'd we say?
40.
Right. See? Told you it'd be easy. Not to get nervous. All right. Here is 4 Below Zero is the name of the group. The song is called It's Sally's Birthday Today.
It's Sally's birthday. All I want to be at her party to see her turn 17. There goes my dream. There goes my dream. It's Sally's birthday. The day loved her more than I. She won't believe me. She'd rather hear words he tells her to deceive me. I could cry, I could cry, I could cry. It's Sally's birthday. I wonder, should I keep trying to tell her that he's lying, or keep my pride, my foolish pride? There goes my dream. There goes my
It's called 4 Below Zero. It's Sally's birthday today. Sherman, how did you rate it?
I rated 45.
What's wrong with it?
I just don't like it, that's all.
Well, fair enough. How did you rate it?
A 40.
Any particular reason why? What was wrong with it?
Well, the sound was, I like the sound better the first time than this time.
You give it 5 points less. Would you spend money on that record?
No, not really.
Okay. How's our average, Vivica?
42 and a half.
42 and a half and a 40. I'm afraid neither record could be the high-rated record today. We appreciate your help. Thank you very much. We'll put the top on it. Walk on by with the Young Giants.
Now, if you want to help keep your breath and your teeth clean, and who doesn't, watch this message from Dentine.
Just remember Dentine whenever you should brush, and you can. You'll like it. Dentine. You're watching American Bandstand, the swing, the dance contest on the way with the special guests of the day right after this.
Oh, no, I'm not going to say it. Here's Dick.
I don't know what you had in mind, but I'm glad you gave it up. We'll run a sidewalk survey now, all right? If you will, in the roll call, give me your name and age, but there's a question. If you were going to see a movie, you can only see one of them, and it starred either the Beatles or the Monkees or Paul Revere and the Raiders, which movie would you go to see, all right? May I have your name and age?
John Pollard, 18. I'd like to see the Paul Revere.
All right, fair enough. May I have your name and age?
Fireflex, 16. I'd like to see Paul Revere.
Tina Lesser, 16, the Beatles.
Daniel Campbell's 18, the Beatles.
Tony Cashner, 16, I'd like to see the Beatles.
Sandy Upton, 15, the Beatles.
Mike Klein, 16, Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Penny Penwarden, 16, the Monkees.
Dave Barkin, 16, the Raiders.
Grace Krigsman, 17, The Beatles.
Dan Snell, 18, The Beatles.
Leslie Biden, 16, The Monkees.
Oscar DuPont, 16, Beatles.
Don Marcic, 15, Paul Revere and the Raiders.
It's interesting. That's almost a... I didn't keep track. We should have kept score. Hollywood Hotline goes a long, long way today. Who is this?
Hi, Dick. This is Ron Moore of KENI Radio and TV in Anchorage, Alaska, no less. And we're on the air each afternoon for all the traffic communicators from 2 to 6 p.m.
Well, you know, I think probably, Ron, this is the first time we've ever had anybody from Alaska chat on the hotline. How about picking a new up-and-coming record for us?
Sure thing. I'd be happy to, Dick. Of course, just coming off the charts with Mellow Yellow, we think Donovan, with his brand new An Epistle to Dippy. Oh, that ought to be a real exciting sound, and one that might just be even bigger than Mellow Yellow, if that's possible.
Anything, I guess, is possible, old friend. Thank you very much for joining us here on Bandstand. We'll maybe see you later one of these days, eh?
Well, thank you, Dick, for the opportunity to talk to you. It's been great enjoying Bandstand over the years, and we'll look forward to the day maybe you can stop by and say hi in Anchorage. In the meantime, we'll enjoy Bandstand via KENI TV here in Anchorage.
Hey, thank you very much. In the Spotlight Dance, Donovan.
Look on yonder misty mountain, see the young monk meditating, rhododendron forest. Over dusty hills I ask you, what it's been like being you. Through all levels you've been changing, getting a little bit better, no doubt. The doctor bit was so far out, looking through crystal spectacles. I can see I had your fun. During our paper back reader, made the teacher suspicious about insanity. Fingers always touching, girl. Through our levels you've been changing, getting a little bit better, no doubt. The doctor bit was so far out, looking through all kinds of windows. I could see I had your fun, looking through all kinds of windows. I can see I had your fun. Looking through crystal spectacles, I can see I had your fun. Looking through crystal spectacles, I can see I had your fun. Rebel against society, such a tiny speculating whether to play a hip hop, skip along quite merrily. Through our levels you've been changing, elevator in the brain hotel, broken down but just as well. Looking through crystal spectacles, I can see I had your fun.
Very nicely done. Let's gather the clan here and find out who's involved. You all want to come over this way, and we'll get to you in a second. May I have your name and age, please?
Kathy Simons, 18.
Thank you.
Mark Whitten, 19.
Thank you.
Wayne Cohn, 15.
Eric Stonick, 18.
Thank you.
Olive Vela, 17.
Thank you.
Marcel Portier, 17.
Thank you very much. A little breathless. Make yourself at home, okay? We'll join you in a half a second here. Upcoming are the guests here on American Bandstand, and now a word from General Foods.
Guest time on American Bandstand, and once again, here's Dick.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the man who's seated to my immediate right, Mr. Jimmy Castor, if you will. Welcome him. Jim. That's very nice. That's a nice, warm greeting. How many songs have you written?
Oh, I'd say close to 500 or 600 songs.
You're putting me on.
No, seriously.
When do you have time? So it's 24 hours a day doing that.
Yeah, right, but there's always time to write, you know, when you get an inspiration, you know?
Is that when you do your writing?
Yeah,
you don't go to an office at 9 o'clock in the morning, sit down and write a song?
No, whenever I get an inspiration, I usually get them quite frequently, so I write quite frequently.
How long have you been working at your trade?
Oh, about 7 years, 7, 8 years.
You read music?
Yeah.
How many instruments do you play?
I play every instrument except trumpet or trombone. Every instrument, vibes, everything.
Is everybody in your family musically inclined?
No one.
Isn't that fantastic? Yeah. You're the only one in the family that turned out this way?
That's right, no one.
Did you write Leroy?
Yes.
If I move out of here and everybody else, oh, you got the sax. You're the official saxophone holder today, huh? I don't. We have kind of an informal stage setup. I got a lot of spaghetti down here. Can I get this out from underneath your feet so I don't want you to fall over it? Is all of this mine, Dick? All this wire? Some of it's got to belong to you. Oh, there it is. Yes. Are you seeing what we're doing here? A little thing going on down here. We'll clear this little spot in here. It's a humble stage, but if you would you join us and do Leroy?
I'd love to. I'd love to.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, Mr. Jimmy Castor.
Hey, Leroy, your mama, she's calling you, man.
Jimmy, bless you, my man. You got a pretty good assistant over there. That's a bit of all right. All right, let's get it on now with a group that has made it ever so big from San Francisco. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mojo Men.
If you want someone to love you,
Lady and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. Jimmy, would you introduce me around, please?
Sure. This is Don Metrick on organ.
Don, nice to see you.
Jan Erico on drums.
Hello, Jan.
Paul Curcio on guitar.
Hello, Paul. Nice to see you, and I got you nicely covered. How do you like this interview? Get this way. What's the most difficult thing about getting a hit record? Everybody talks about it.
I think finding the material.
Where did you find this particular song?
One of the Buffalo Springfield. Steve Stills of the Buffalo Springfield wrote it.
Did they seek you out, or you they?
We sought for it, and believe me, we looked hard.
As you go along looking for the hit, which is the thing everybody looks for, what becomes the most discouraging thing?
Well, I think when you see so many records released a week and trying to get them played, once you do get the material and you think you have something, just getting it played is difficult.
How do you get over that tremendous obstacle? Charlie O'Donnell, who's one of Los Angeles' leading disc jockeys, was telling me the odds once of getting a hit record. It's unbelievable. How do you keep from, quitting?
You keep recording.
Keep going on?
And you keep writing and listening, trying to get fresh ideas.
Final question is when it happens. I'm all choked up about the whole thing. When it happens like it has now, what does it do?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's just, you don't believe it, really. You just keep your fingers crossed, hope everybody likes it.
Good feeling.
You wait. Oh, yeah, it's tremendous.
All right. Is she easy to get along with?
Well, we take the whip to her,
Are there any other groups in the world that have a lady drummer?
That
you know?
There was an English group, I'm not quite sure the name, the Honeycombs.
I should ask you the question. Are they easy to get along with?
Yeah, they are.
You think girls would like to trade positions with you and join this group?
I think some would.
I think that'd be kind of interesting. Gentlemen, we appreciate your being with you. If I may take just a second, I'm going to scoot over here and do some business. The Mojo Men, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Mojo Men and lady. I don't know how that worked out. Here's a special money-saving offer from America's #1 ballpoint pen, Bic. You met Bunny Barron last week, who is one of our production assistants here on Bandstand, who, along with Charlie, is an official judge. Can you pick us 2 more couples today?
Yes, sir.
You do this thing? This way?
No, not really.
See, Charlie, I told you it was in your day and age. Prizes, if you will.
Right you are, Dick. All the boys in the contest will receive car stereo by Craig. The exciting new 3105 will fill your car with swinging sounds. Boss Car Stereo, another product for your pleasure from Craig. From International Tape Cartridge Corporation, world's largest supplier of stereo tapes, 10 cartridges including Herb Alpert's C1 of brass, the Love and Spoonful Herman's Hermits from ITCC, or Every Girl Bull of a Triumph 10-transistor portable radio with genuine handcrafted leather cabinet, gives peak AM/FM performance made with Bull of a watchmaker precision. A selection of 12 Columbia LP albums featuring such popular stars as Paul Revere, the Raiders, the Byrds, and the Circle. Enjoy the greatest sound on records from Columbia. For the winning couple, the girl receives fashionable American Tourister luggage reinforced with fiberglass with padded handles. Will get you to your destination with flair from American Tourister. For the boy, a 3-man camper tent and sleeping bags made of 100% cotton canvas, the fiber you can trust. Durable, tough water repellent from the Cotton Producers Institute. And for both, this Magnavox Color TV brings you brilliant natural color. Compact with detachable legs so you can enjoy it anywhere. You'll have the satisfaction of owning one of the finest, most reliable color TVs made, a magnificent Magnavox.
Oh, that's a beauty. I'd like to have that one myself. Now, it's up to you, Bunny and Charlie, if you will agree on 2 couples today. We'll pick 2 more couples next week, and then for 3 weeks, we'll ask you to look at the 6 finalists and pick us the 1 couple will be the grand prize winners. Okay, here we go.
Mama, she always told me it would happen. She never said that it would happen like this. Baba said some little girl will catch you napping. Some little girl will get to you with a kiss. But you got to me, brought me to my knees. Never thought I'd say please, girl. You got to me, got to my soul. You got to me, you got control. You got to me, you got to me, you got to be mine. Used to slip through every girl
All right, everybody hold tight for a second. Have you made up your minds?
Well, it's kind of a hard decision. Could we see a little more?
Yeah, I guess so. Eddie, can you give us whatever time you can spare, a minute or so? All right, a little bit more?
Never thought I'd say please, girl. You got to be, got to my soul. You got to be, you got control. You got to be, you got to me, you got to be mine. Slip through every girl's hands like water. Never was one who could ever tie me down. Straight ahead and steady as a brother, till you brought me tumbling to the ground. You got to me, you brought me to my knees. Never thought I'd say please, girl. You got to me, got to my soul.
All right, very nicely done. Just rest easy. If you would, please, would you all get in numerical order 1 through 6, and you folks make up your mind. We'll give you about 1 minute to debate this thing out. Here now is news of a wonderful new candy mint for your breath, new Certs. Just a reminder that we have now, when you folks make your selection today, 4 couples. Next week we'll give us 6. Those will be the finalists. Then for 3 weeks we'll ask you to look, and you'll pick the final winning couple of the grand prizes. And there's some goodies. Were you able to make up your minds?
Finally, it was a tough decision, but we finally did.
Are you the keeper of the notes today?
I'm sort of glad that we don't have to decide on the final.
Well, that's what I say. Let everybody at home do that hard part. Who are the winners?
Numbers 1 and 4.
Number 1 and 4. Congratulations. Thank all of you very, very much. Let's go to hold a number 1 here and find out who you are, please.
Normal, 18.
D.D. Del Campos, 15.
Thank you.
Stan Tolburn, 18.
Marcia Zimmerman, 18.
Congratulations. Would you take your spot over there, close the show up for us? We'll have another look at you, and we'll remind you, if you will, to have a look next week, 2 more couples, and then for 3 weeks you'll see all 6 finalists, and then it will be up to you to select the final winner. The one winning couple, the couple who gets the most home viewer votes, wins the grand prize. And should be kind of interesting to see how it all turns out. Hey, next week, if you have a chance, make sure you look in on where the action is. Tommy Rowe Day is coming up on one of the big days. We'll see you either there or here. Thank you very much for joining us today. For now, Dick Clark. So long.
American Bandstand is a Dick Clark production.